how have these kinds of issues that we're seeing out in the world today, how are these changing how you think about your role as a leader?
I don't think I thought that it was my role to stand up for any one concept or idea or area in that way as a leader. I thought my job was really to support my team, and I kept it pretty professional from that standpoint. But obviously a lot has changed in the last few years in this country. And I've seen, the day that Donald Trump won, I saw our whole team was in town. And half my team was crying because some of them are gay and they felt that their rights were going to be truly trampled on. And it just struck me at that moment, that day, that I had to stand up as a leader, even though I knew there were people in the room that had voted for Trump. How do I try to bring this together and care about those issues? And I think everything changed for me on that day.
I think that's a really fantastic example, because the same thing happened in our company. And you have to, when I look at it, I try to take it not as a world view. I'm not sure that I have a voice yet for anything beyond where we are, but you do have to have a voice with inside your company. Mm-hmm. That is really the most important thing. There's always opinions on both sides.
Right.
And it's hard to take a specific stand, but you just want to make sure that you have a safe, inclusive environment for people to share their views and have different views.
And have either of you had employees ask whether or not you're going to speak out on a particular issue, or been encouraged by employees to speak out on a particular issue?
I haven't.
Yeah, we're starting to get that more and more, mm-hmm. and we have a team of people now. We've been growing, and we're really trying to focus on this. So, internal communications. We have an engagement and diversity leader. So there's lots of voices, lots of places where people can talk, and I'm constantly now being, made aware of, and whether I'm making it or I'm creating an environment where other things can happen in the company that might not just be me. We're sending out you send out a note that Veterans Day is coming up, and how we're having a resource group around that. Come share that. So we're trying to take current events and make people feel more inclusive.
Is that different than? Is that new, or is that?
Oh, it's new. It's new. It's the awareness that we have today. I think it's the right thing to do. We have not done that. So in the last year, we've really tried to make an effort to create more inclusion.
Okay.
Sure. And I guess I would say one thing I would say is I think I have an all-female executive team, which is really unusual in the beverage business. Well, it's probably unusual anywhere. Let's be honest. So I think there's an expectation from the female leaders, and even just all of the female members. We have a fairly a majority of females on our team that I will speak out on women's issues. I feel like no one's actually specifically asked me to do that, but I think they would be real disappointed if I didn't do that.